Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Adelman. I'll be your professor in EEC 6678, Research in Early Childhood Education. I'll tell you a little bit about myself, and I also wanted to go over the syllabus and what you should be doing right now so you can set the stage and build the foundation for success in this course. So first, I've been in early childhood education or early childhood special education for about 15 years. I received my master's degree at University of Miami, and after that I taught pre-K special needs for about 3 years. While I was getting my master's, I worked as a language stimulation therapist and traveled all over Miami, working with young kids to try to stimulate their language. And after I was working as a pre-K special needs teacher, I ended up applying for a PhD program at University of Miami in special ed with a concentration in early childhood education. And worked there for a while, published for a while, worked on several research projects, and then was able to get hired full-time as full-time faculty at FIU. So I am the program director of the Early Childhood Education fully online program. However, I do a lot of work in several research projects. I'm a PI of a large multi-year grant where we're looking at the impact of emotional intelligence curriculum and training on early childhood outcomes, specifically with kids from low-income areas. So I'm really excited about doing research. I have a very good knowledge base in research, and I'm really excited to walk you through your growth in early childhood education research. So my office hours are Monday 3 through 5. I teach at 5, so I'll probably be out of the office a little bit before then. And also Wednesdays, I'm usually here for meetings. If you do want to meet, I would suggest making an appointment either on those days or a day that is more convenient for you. We can work it out. Just so you know that I'll be here because I do have to go to several meetings. You know the world of meetings. I want to make sure that I'm here for you guys. So you'll see in the syllabus, right now the syllabus is not posted on Canvas, but we have them working on that, so they're going to be posting this momentarily. The course description is this course covers contemporary research methods in the area of early education and development. Topics of the research covered will vary by when and who teaches this course. So my area is early childhood education. I've picked several research articles. You're going to be doing research article reviews on at least 2 of them. And you'll see that the content areas will vary. Students will learn how to read and understand empirical research articles, design their own research studies, write up study proposals, and report their own findings for publication. So since designing an entire research study and also implementing it and producing findings is a bit far-fetched for one semester, I'm going to talk you through the proposal that we're going to be doing. So I'll walk you through every step of the way and give you feedback on the direction that you're going so I can help, mentor you into writing a proposal that is more sound. So you'll see that the course objectives are listed in the syllabus and the areas targeted also. This is a fully online course, so I need to make sure that you guys have access to Canvas and all of the course content areas within Canvas. You're going to be using the discussion boards to respond to your peers. You're also going to be using the assignment Dropbox, and you can access, external course content within Canvas. So I need to always go over the student code of conduct. I'm not expecting that any of you will do any of these things, but it needs to be talked about because I have very little tolerance for cheating or plagiarism. In the area of research, plagiarism is rampant. So I know exactly what to look for. I know all of the tricks of how it's done, and make sure that you don't even do it by mistake. If you are taking some content from external sources of somebody that had this idea before, or these are somebody else's words, you have to give them credit for saying it. So when all else fails, just include a citation. You're going to want to include an APA form in text citation after every direct quote that you use where you're taking somebody else's words and using them as your own. You can find the APA structure under the Purdue OWL. You can just Google Purdue OWL and you'll see the in text citation structure, and also the format of your reference page. If you have any in-text citations, which you all will because we're doing research in this class, so for literature reviews, when you're bringing in outside literature to talk about, where the research is right now, you're going to be taking ideas of other people. When you take ideas of other people, you're going to be citing them. I would recommend that you are lenient with how many in-text citations, direct quotes that you have, because I don't like seeing more of somebody else's words on a document than your own. What I would suggest is to paraphrase when you have some idea that you really want to bring in, or results or findings from another study that is really relevant to your own. I would suggest using your own words, paraphrase, and also include a citation of where this came from. So if you're including citations and references, you can avoid plagiarism. It's very easy to just mistakenly plagiarize and also self-plagiarize, which is a thing. So make sure not to take your own assignments and put them word for word in another assignment for another class. Moving on. So the textbook that we're using is Educational Research, Planning, Conducting, and Evaluating Qualitative and Quantitative Research. And this is by Cresswell. I have the 2015 edition in your syllabus. However, you can use whichever edition that you want. Typically, the new editions just have maybe a superfluous chapter, but everything in it is typically the same. If you do get a new edition and you find that it's really off, contact me and we'll try to work through it. So I would suggest to get that textbook as soon as possible. You don't need to get it through the FIU bookstore if you don't want to. You can get them used through Amazon, whatever is easiest for you and most convenient. It really doesn't matter to me. You'll see the expectations for the course since it's fully online. I expect that you sign in every week. It's going to be multiple times a week. I will have assignments every week. Sometimes there'll be 2 assignments. And online courses are assignment heavy because this is how I am able to evaluate that you've demonstrated your growth and knowledge. So every week I need to keep up with making sure that you're getting the content, and then you show me that you're actually understanding and have internalized that content. And if you keep up with these weekly assignments, it's really going to help you with your proposal at the end, because you're going to have more of an understanding to write this proposal. So please do contact me with any kind of questions or concerns about the assignments. If you have some kind of issue that pops up, I know life happens, contact me sooner than later, because I'm here to support and assist you. But if you contact me about an issue after the due date, there's really not much I can do. So contact me as soon as possible. Every assignment, all weekly assignments, are due Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Now that's your actual assignment. And then in addition, I'm going to ask that sometimes you respond to a colleague, and that is also due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So when you respond to colleagues, I have a structure that I want you to follow, and that's from the Interact Moves structure. And I want you, it's called the Dialogue Toolkit. So it's a way that it gives you a format so you can really bring on some good content and meat into your response to a peer. And it includes appreciate, probe, snip, reflect back, connect, and extend. So I don't want to see responses that are saying, I agree, and then some kind of generic sentence after that. You won't get credit for it, and this is part of your grade. So make sure that you use the Dialogue Toolkit format. You're going to have 2 journal article reviews. Within Canvas, I have 2 articles to choose from for qualitative article reviews, and then 2 to choose from within quantitative research approach. So those are going to be 15% each. I give you a structure where I want you to follow and make sure that you're thorough in each of the content areas so that you're answering all of the questions that I'm asking. Also, I'm going to have a paper and presentation. I'm going to ask that you develop a proposal, like I told you, and I'll give you a full proposal structure explanation of every component that I'm asking for. And you're going to present your proposal in a PowerPoint or Prezi presentation where you're going to be talking through it. When I'm telling you that I want you to talk through the slides, it's not read the slides because we can all read your slides. It's really give me slides that have good content, but then you're actually talking us through your proposal and not just reading what's on the screen. So then I'm going to ask that you do a peer review on at least one of your peers, and that's part of your grade as well. So you're going to read their paper, you're going to watch their presentation, and do a detailed critique on their paper and presentation. Late work isn't accepted. If you have some kind of issue, you're going to talk to me individually. I have an Adobe Connect meeting, which is an interface. Adobe Connect is when I can have a chat room with all of you, and you can ask me questions about the syllabus, the content, the textbook, the assignments, whatever it is that you have questions about. Our Adobe meeting is January 15th from 1 to 2. I'm going to send you a link so you can just access that chat room whenever you need to. And this is optional. If you're not able to make it, you can always send me questions via Canvas message. So the Canvas message emails come directly to my email. They go through Canvas and email. So don't do both where you're emailing me and sending me a Canvas message, because that's just going to be a duplicate. If you send me a message through Canvas, it comes through my email, and I am highly responsive through email. So for Adobe Connect, you're going to need to be able to access the chat room. We don't really need to use the headset and microphone because we typically are just writing the chat, so you can write all your questions out for me. And you'll see in the syllabus there's a breakdown of all of the assignments, what they're all worth, and there's also a weekly schedule with all of the discussion questions and all of the assignments for each week. So I'm looking forward to a great semester with you. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me.